Hi, you're watching Spa Indian with me, Namrata Kumar. Today we feature the clothing label Mysara, known for their revival of Indian block printing. Please help me welcome the co-founder of Mysara, Mannat Kapoor. You've done a lot of voluntary work during the course of the pandemic, and you've helped out a lot in providing relief to a lot of people. So that's been a huge switch from what you actually do, which is Mysara. So we're first going to speak about Mysara, cut to the chase, which is Mysara has been such a well-known name in Delhi, especially, and I know that you have clients pan India. So how and when was Mysara conceived?
Firstly, thank you so much for having me on the show. It's such a pleasure to be here. Mysara started its journey around actually in 2012. We didn't actually become a brand and be known until 2015. The first 3 years were a bit up and down. But it came about in 2012 because me and my sisters, we felt there was this major gap in the market. And it was, when we would go out shopping, it was very hard for us to find clothes that we would like at the right prices, the right quality. There's so many factors that go into the perfect outfit. And when we launched in 2012, we launched with something completely different. We weren't about block prints then. It was more about chikankari and, things like that, Mukesh work and stuff. And there was a very small section that was block print purely because we've had such a long love for Jaipur, because every year we went there about 6 or 7 times as a family on holiday. So we decided to showcase that because we were helping one of our old suppliers or whatever who we would buy from as a family generally. And that
So is block print, sorry, but is block printing, since you're talking about block printing, is block printing something that originally belongs to Rajasthan, or is it available in other states also?
It is available in other states, but it's definitely a craft that comes from there. And Jaipur is a city, and I mean Jaipur, Sanganer, all around. You go to Jodhpur, Udaipur. It's really the home of block printing, and you'll find some of the best artisans and stuff there, and which is why we decided to get more into that, because we also realized that with hand block printing, it was a dying art. With more and more people, the younger generation wants to get into, the better businesses today, the more money making businesses in a way, I guess, today, and they don't want to go into these tedious bits of, printing. And it's a long process from making the block to the printing. It's a very labor intensive process. So we actually decided to give that a push.
Okay, and also these because I've seen some of these block printing at on a visit to Jaipur. I think it was somewhere close to the City Palace, and I mean the intricacy with which the block is carved is amazing. So, is it and I'm presuming it's like a wooden block, like a teak block
Right.
that's stamped on cloth.
Right. It is a wooden block. So there's also, with that, you can also get into brass blocks and stuff, which is a little more technical, it's a little more intricate, but also then it makes it more cost intensive. So we decided not to do that. We decided to go with the age-old thing of a wooden block. We get our blocks made. There's again
a lot of karigars across the terrain work.
Right. Right.
Especially in a time like this where people are even more needy.
Yeah, definitely. And that's something that, I mean, even through this entire pandemic, I know that we haven't done any production in terms of new collections, but I made sure to keep, buying fabrics, keep getting stuff printed, keep the factory going, because for them, that's their livelihood.
Source of income, yeah.
Yeah.
And they have families to feed as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So is Mysara a brand that's known for essentially block printing, or do you involve other methods of embroidery? And if you do, which embroideries are those?
I would definitely say our fortes are blocks. We do experiment, when we do festive collections and stuff, we do experiment with gota and embroidery and things. But I think when people, or like a general customer, if you think of Mysara, you would always...
I only relate you guys to block printing. I only think of these beautiful garden and floral.
You're not helping the artisans. So while you're doing that block print, and for us, that was a big thing to keep that art alive. That was a very big consideration for us. And so while people are doing block prints, it's not the quality of the fabric, the quality of the blocks. It's not necessarily block print, it's also a screen print. There's various things that go into it. So for us, I think it's been about the block, keeping the artisan involved, because the wealth of knowledge they have and really learning from them while I'm designing a collection or while I'm designing a particular fabric or sitting in the factory for days on end and experimenting with colors. I think that's what has actually helped us. Apart from the silhouettes and everything, I think the first thing comes to the print and the quality of the fabric.
And do you use sustainable fabrics? Are you using, or do you use blends as well? Do you use like poly blends as well?
No, never. We never use any poly blends, anything with viscose, nothing. We use only pure fabrics throughout the year, be it the cotton collection or anything else. It's only pure fabrics. And we, as far as possible, we do try and use organic cotton for our summer collections and everything, because it's sustainable,
and also breathable.
Yes, absolutely. So we definitely pay attention to that. We do that. And then apart from that, we also pay attention to what kind of dyes, what kind of colors we're using. So we're trying to move towards sustainability. It's a little difficult concept to explain.
I can't help but notice that you're wearing one of your own creations. So how about describing what your ensemble looks like today?
So again, it's been my favorite from this year's collection, which is called Surajmukhi. It's a beautiful, and so this is not something that I designed actually. I had this lying in a printer's factory and this block just struck me. It's massive. It's a big size. You'll see it on our website. And it's just got the most beautiful, striking colors of, these deep tones of red and grays and browns.
It's really standing out. Your ensemble is just standing out. It's just looking beautiful.
Thank you so much. So, and again, it's a lovely soft cotton. So I've been surviving in Mehsara this summer and this lockdown and the previous one. Definitely.
Flowy, easy silhouettes that can kind of just convert to trip out to the market, to just sitting at home, lounging around, working from home. Absolutely. It's very versatile.
Or even meeting 2-3 people, and I think as younger people, you always think that, I'm not going to wear a suit to go out with my friends, or I'm not going to do this or that. And that's the thing with our silhouettes, that I think it caters to each category and each occasion. So it's very comfortable. It looks good when you wear it. You've got a comfortable material that you can happily walk around in and enjoy it, like survive the Delhi summers, I would say.
Yeah, and make the switch also from when you're sitting at home to when you're just like meeting a friend for coffee.
Absolutely.
Which is just about the kind of socializing we should do, if at all. Yeah. Also, Mannat, my last question, and a very significant one, because of the scheme of things, you have volunteered a lot and you have brought resources and you made resources available to a lot of people, a lot of needy people. So how has that, so please carve that journey for us. How did that happen? Did it happen like organically, or did someone reach out to you? How did it happen?
It actually happened organically. This friend of mine, Rasna, she brought us all together because she was posting feeds and stuff on Instagram, and I was replying to her, sending her more leads, sending her more information, and then she sort of formed this group. And there's about 12-13 of us now on the group, and we're still going.
And I believe you guys are doing a lot of sales and raising money and giving it to Hemkund Foundation.
Hemkund Foundation, we've got, foundations in Kashmir. We had a group of volunteers come to us. It was a group of students actually from Coimbatore who reached out to us. We raised funds for them. Somebody who's working in UP, in the rural villages of UP in Balrampur. So we've raised close to...
Wow, it's only not restricted to Delhi. It's like length and breadth of the country.
It's all across India. Like we've got people, NGOs who have reached out to us across India, or then NGOs that we, wanted to help. So for example, Delhi Crafts Council, which while everybody was focusing on Hemkund Foundation and Khalsa and things like that in COVID, but Delhi Crafts Council has a very real problem of artisans, and that relates so closely to me. So we decided to do a fundraiser for them. So things like that came along, and we've raised close to, I think, 20 lakhs so far.
Wow, that's whopping. That is really amazing. And this is 12 of you together.
This is 12 of us together. Yeah. And it's been fabulous. I think and we literally, I think there's a bunch of us who literally just put work on hold for this, because it's been so fulfilling. And
because I'm aware of the
yeah.
work you've done through the pandemic, when it was peaking, and
Yeah.
all your feeds and all your Instagram feeds were about availability of beds and verified resources. So, I mean, there was a lot of hard work from your part, and, hard work in which the only return that you were getting was gratification and satisfaction and happiness, which is a big return, helping society,
Absolutely.
helping those in need.
And also very like mentally challenging at a time like a pandemic, when, the last thing you thought that is, you'd be calling up a hospital at 12:30 at night and saying, I have a 9-month pregnant woman who's got COVID and she needs to deliver immediately. Yeah. But I think it's been amazing to see how people came together. That was the best part, how every citizen of our country woke up and just came together to help.
And brought out the Samaritan in them.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, wonderful. Mannat, it's been a pleasure speaking to you. Always a pleasure speaking to you, and looking forward to seeing Mysara go even further, and you guys setting bigger benchmarks, if there's anything like that.
So much.
And thanks for all the work you've done through the course of the pandemic, and I'm sure you will continue doing this work. So have a great day and all the very best.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been such a pleasure.